On the first morning he woke up and saw it was a lovely spring morning. He threw up the window to take a breath of the clean air, and he saw a donkey lying dead in the middle of his parish lawn. So he rang the local police station, and the answer was, "This is Sergeant Jones, good morning to you. What can I do for you?" And Father O'Malley said, "This is Father O'Malley from St Anne's Catholic Church, and I've got a dead donkey in my front lawn. I was wondering if you'd be so kind as to send two of your lads over to look into the matter and do something." Now, Sergeant Jones considered himself a bit of a wit, and he picked up the Irish accent, so he thought he'd have a bit of fun with the good father. So he said, "Well now," he said, "I've always thought that you people were the ones that handled the last rites." There was a deathly silence at the other end of the phone. After a minute or two, O'Malley said, "Aye, that is true, but it's also our responsibility to notify, first of all, the next of kin." Is that the reasons, McCall? Anyhow, the gospel today is just about our inner dispositions. We all know how we fail in life. We have aspirations and hopes, and we have longings like everyone else, and everyone has those. They want happy marriages, they want fulfilling children, they want a secure life, they want enough money in the bank, they want good health. And they're the longings of every human being, shared by us all. And on top of that, then, we have that special gift of God to be people of faith, to be people who see beyond just the banalities of life, the normal things people do, because there's a deeper, richer level of existence, and that's opening ourselves to the Holy Spirit. As you heard, eye has not seen or ear heard what lies before us. And so you and I stagger through life trying the best we can to fulfill God's hopes for us. And the difficulty is to span the bridge between our longings and our hopes, and then our lack of achievement in those areas. And that's what it is for all. And Holy Father is constantly, Pope Francis is making sure that people understand. He's trying to get his priests and the people in Rome to understand that the compassion of God is boundless, that many young people today live together without being married. They have children, maybe they marry in a registry office, and then, but they have the same longings and hopes and dreams of everyone else, married or not. And he just said that we have to, don't judge people. Don't judge the people who have no faith. Don't judge the people who are finding it difficult and erring in their lives. What he says is that you have to look closely at a person's life, listen attentively to what they say, and above all, don't judge them, but help them in the journey. Like the priests who won't baptize a child from an unmarried mother, and he just berates those priests. And so it is, we've been bedeviled by laws and regulations. I remember when I was ordained, we Catholics were not allowed to go to non-Catholic churches for services. And my uncles worked in the public service, and they used to come up to me saying, "Look, one of the workmates has died, we want to go to the service in the Presbyterian church, and we're not allowed." I said, "Well, go, but stand in the doorway, don't go in." It used to pain me. It happened week after week. And then the other thing was we were not allowed to meet on Fridays. And people would come up and say, "Oh, look, I've got a wedding reception and it'll be lovely and I want to go, but I don't know if I'll serve fish." Well, I said, "I'll give you absolution, go." And so it went on, all those laws and regulations. When we were ordained, we were told under mortal sin that we had to say the breviary every day. And not have to say Mass, but the breviary. And I remember many times at 5 minutes to midnight, standing in front of the headlights of my car trying to read to get the office finished so I wouldn't go to hell. But that's what it was like, and that's true. But now the Pope, and then the Vatican Council under Pope John the 23rd came and removed a lot of those things. And the Pope now is saying to the presidents, loosen up, he's saying to the church, loosen up. Just realise that the most thing that's important to you is your heart, what your disposition to life is, how you treat each other, what are the things that you try to fulfill, that you know that God is living within you, and that your life has meaning and purpose. So he says that we're working together, all of us, to try and fulfill what Christ is asking of us. It doesn't mean we judge people, doesn't mean we lose heart when we fail. All it means is that we're straggling along, all of us, are all sharing the same hopes that people have. What church they're in, whether they go to church or not, that's not the point. The point is, who are you? The point is, what's baptism mean for you? The point is that you're here today to be nourished by the body and blood of Christ, to receive his love streaming upon you, to be fortified interiorly for the week ahead, and always moving forward relentlessly to the moment when you meet him as he is. So we have a blessed future and a blessed life, and we can only thank God for it and ask him to strengthen us in our resolve and help us to make the right choices. Sometimes they're not right, they're not the best, but we try to do the best we can and ask the Holy Spirit to be upon us.